These were our most popular stories of 2022. In June, a California teen performed a good deed by driving to a house to return a lost purse.
There's hope for our younger generation.
Melina Marquez said he rang her doorbell after he found the bag at a grocery store. The driver's license inside belonged to her friend Eliana Martin, who used to live with her but hadn't updated her address.
So my aunt heard the ring go off, and so she opened the door and received the purse. She was a little confused.
It was in the parking lot.
In the parking lot?
Yeah.
So I asked my aunt, I said, did you get his name, or did you at least give him like $20? Excuse me. And she's like, no, I didn't know. And I was like, oh my God, we have to find him.
The woman posted the video on social media. Eventually, 17-year-old Adrian Rodriguez identified himself as the Good Samaritan.
He answered, my mom's told me since I was little to always do the right thing, even when no one's watching. So that was nice. Also, he said, if I lost my stuff, I would want somebody to bring it back to me. So, two good reasons.
The woman also had a surprise for him.
If you found him, I put 20. If you found him, I put 50.
Yeah.
So
they
I told that Melina, okay, let's do confirm me.
They raised thousands of dollars.
He could have just taken whatever was in the purse, and he didn't. He brought it back, and I think this just speaks a lot about him.
In May, these workers tried to figure out a way to ring this doorbell. They avoided what they thought was wet paint on the porch. One guy reached but couldn't make it. He tried with a pen but still came up short. Then, wait a second. They realized the paint wasn't wet at all. It was just really, really shiny. In July, this alarming video showed a UPS guy in distress from extreme heat. He struggled to make it to the front porch, then collapsed, overwhelmed by the 110-degree temps in Arizona. He rested for a moment to recover. Slowly, he got back up again and reached for the doorbell before stumbling back to his truck.
It's just a sickening feeling that you don't know what's going to happen to that guy if he goes to the next house or to his truck. You can see in the video, he's looking at his hands, shaking his hands. I mean, he could have a mini stroke or anything.
Surprisingly, UPS trucks have no air conditioning. After the incident, UPS said the driver was fine. They said, quote, "Our package delivery vehicles make frequent stops, making air conditioning ineffective."
Big for a 19-year-old kid? Wow.
It was a frightening moment on air in early December. Sportscaster Bob Rathbun slumped in his chair and started convulsing, while his co-anchor, unaware of the emergency, kept talking.
I look for this kid to have a really good first half of the season.
As Rathbun lost consciousness, someone off-camera reached in to help him. The camera then cut away.
Bob's having a problem.
His rep said he, quote, briefly lost consciousness on the court. Emergency professionals treated Rathbun for dehydration. In March, 2 Ukrainian soldiers defused a live Russian bomb by hand. They carefully unscrewed the fuse as shells exploded nearby. That same month, this massive blast rocked a city in Ukraine. This man was shooting a selfie video when the missile struck. He miraculously survived. Afterward, one civilian shared a video diary as she walked through the rubble.
Russia bombarded yesterday and in the night and this morning the historical center of Kharkiv. This is the downtown. Show this to those in Russia.
In April, a Texas home invasion was caught on video. The suspects ordered the victims to get on the floor. As the terrifying invasion unfolded, the parents, out for the evening, watched in horror on their camera's app.
Hey, who's in my house? I got you on camera.
The cops are on the way.
The cops are on their way. My neighbors are there. They're calling the cops right now. Y'all better get out of my house. Y'all better get out of my house now.
It is a terrifying incident. If you watch the video there, you can see what a traumatic incident it actually was. As soon as that camera system activates and someone's talking to them saying, get out of my home, get out of my home, you can see how quickly they left.
In March, a sheriff's deputy escorting a man in a wheelchair into court wasn't expecting this. Arkansas sheriffs say the suspect was facing multiple charges. He reportedly claimed during his arrest that he was injured, so he was brought to the hospital, but he seemed to have miraculously recovered while entering the courthouse.
Oh, I'm gonna catch you, baby. I'm finna shoot your. Call the police for me. Hey, call the police. Call the police. What way it go? This way? The wheelchair dude ran. He had a neck brace on and all that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Didn't need that wheelchair very much, did he?
Hell no.
The suspect was gone, but not for long. Cops eventually apprehended him, and he faced an additional charge of third-degree escape.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're gonna see how long it takes to drop from 6,600 feet right through the clouds.
In February, this pilot wanted to treat others to some spectacular views. Blake shot this video while flying his plane over Nebraska. He shifted his engine into idle as he dropped through the clouds.
This is so beautiful. I just want to share this with you guys.
For many, falling from the sky is a terrifying idea, but it brings this guy peace. This is Inside Edition Digital.